This is their once-a-year day when the stars of Tinseltown, the kingdom of make-believe, put on their glad rags and attempt to outshine each other. This year, the Academy's 60th annual presentation has returned for the first time in 20 years to the Kavanagh Shrine Auditorium to accommodate the 6,000 invited guests. And the stars were out in force, former winners and those on the way to becoming cinematic history. All were there to celebrate the auspicious occasion and the 60th birthday of Oscar. Australia was represented by Mel Gibson and, of course, Jacko, who, with his platinum blonde hair and his on- and off-camera antics, has become a Hollywood personality. But there is little doubt the night belonged to The Last Emperor, which has become the Academy's most honoured film in 26 years, taking out 9 Oscars. Greek-American Olympia Dukakis has taken out Best Supporting Actress for her brilliant performance as Cher's mother in Moonstruck. A superbly controlled performance, Miss Dukakis was a favourite to win.
Loretta's getting married.
Again? Yeah. Johnny Camilleri.
I don't like him.
You're not going to marry him, Cosmo. Do you love him, Loretta?
No.
Good. When you love him, they drive you crazy, because they know they can. But you like him?
Oh, yeah. You know, he's a sweet man, Ma. And this time I'm going to get married in a church and have a big reception.
And who's going to pay for that?
With a career spanning 30 years that had its beginnings in the Oxford Playhouse in England, Scottish-born Sean Connery, the definitive James Bond, has won Best Supporting Actor for his performance in The Untouchables, and the role of the Irish cop has finally allowed him to shake off the Bond image.
What's that you said?
I said that you're a lying member of a no-good race. Oh, I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
You just joined the Treasury Department, son.
After years of battling to establish herself as a serious actress, Cher has demonstrated she does have what it takes when given the opportunity. Her performance as the Italian daughter in Moonstruck has finally won her the coveted Oscar.
And now you're afraid because you know the big part of you is a wolf that has the courage to bite off its own hand to save itself from the trap of the wrong love. That's why there's been no woman since that wrong woman, okay?
Michael Douglas, facing some stiff competition, has won Best Actor for his performance in Wall Street. The Oscar is his second. The first was for his production of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1975.
All right, Bud Fox. I want you to buy 20,000 shares of Blue Star at 15 1/8, 3/8 tops. And don't screw it up, sport. Think you can handle that?
The Last Emperor has won 9 Oscars, including Best Film. The sweeping story of China's last imperial ruler was widely favoured to win. The $25 million epic was shot in China, and for the first time, cameras were allowed into the Forbidden City.
They're all waiting for me to die. That is why they're putting my bed in the middle of the room, under the black pearl.
Bernardo Bertolucci won Best Director for his outstanding work on The Last Emperor.
They're turning away! Of course, ordinary people are not allowed to look at the Emperor. I'm too important. Is it true that you can do whatever you want? Of course I can. If I am naughty, someone else is punished. One of them.
Film legend Billy Wilder, a 6-time Oscar winner, was the 25th recipient of the Irving G. Thalberg Award. His movie career has spanned 60 years, during which time he was nominated for 21 Oscars. When he arrived in America, he spoke fewer than 100 words of English.
And joining us live now from Hollywood, our man in Tinseltown, Ken Burslem. Ken, it seems a night for the favourites.
It really was. It was a very pleasant night, Tracy. I think that's what made it pleasant, because all the people that most of us seemed to want to win did win. You know, all favourites like Cher and Sean Connery, everyone wanted them to win. And I think most people wanted The Last Emperor too, because it was a magnificent film.
So perhaps the predictability hasn't taken any of the excitement out of the night.
I don't think so. I think it was the other way around. I think it was a matter of they deserved it, and so they got what they deserved. And I think that was reflected in the speeches that they gave. The speeches by Sean Connery and Cher in particular were very warm, very grateful speeches. There was none of the slight sarcasm that seems to creep into the Oscar acceptance speeches so often in the past.
Well, it's already past midnight, and I suppose Hollywood's going to party all night.
Yes, the parties will roll on, and so will the cash registers in the box office. You know, to win an Oscar can mean a matter of tens of millions of dollars. So there's going to be some very profitable business houses in the next few days and weeks, I think.
Thanks very much, Ken. Ken Burslem in Los Angeles.
Next, homeowners warn to watch out for a rise in municipal rates.
And a payout sweetener for
an epic about China's 3-year-old ruler. The movie won Best Picture and collected 8 other awards. Other major winners were Cher and Michael Douglas. US correspondent John Mangos filed this report.
In true Hollywood tradition, all the stars came out. Mel Gibson, Audrey Hepburn, Rob Lowe and the new-look short-haired Tom Selleck. Even our own Jacko made an appearance. He bumped into sex queen Edie Williams and left the audience wondering who upstaged who. And after Jacko's arrival, it was on with the show, with the first category to be awarded Best Supporting Actress. Collected by Olympia Dukakis, cousin of presidential hopeful Michael Dukakis.
Okay, Michael, let's go!
And for Best Supporting Actor, Sean Connery collected his first Oscar. For Best Actor, Michael Douglas collected his first acting Oscar for his role in Wall Street. The former pop star turned actress Cher revealed more than just the tattoo on her arm with a stunning see-through outfit. A spectacular entrance to collect the Best Actress Oscar for her role in Moonstruck.
And I don't think that this means that I am somebody, but I guess I'm on my way. Thank you.
But the big winner on the night was Bernardo Bertolucci's The Last Emperor. It scooped the pool with a grand slam. Nominated for 9, it collected 9, including the most important one, for Best Picture.
The winner is The Last Emperor, Jeremy Thomas, producer.
A tragic epic of modern China under the rule of a child, it now stands alongside the 1958 Gigi with 9 out of 9. In Hollywood, John Mangos, National 9 News.
Good evening, Hollywood phonies.
Always fun to see everybody dressed up and sparkling and sort of attempting to be what Hollywood is supposed to be.
And I'm going to be knocking them down, picking them up, and pulling it out tonight.
Oh, baby. Gee, you almost missed it. I almost came out here.
And to present the award for Best Achievement in Art Direction.
The nominees for achievement in cinematography are the nominees for the best screenplay.
Keeping with the good old Hollywood tradition, the Best Picture nominees for Best Picture are
To present the Best Director Award, the voting nominees win. The winner is Bernardo Bertolucci.
I'm very surprised that Bernardo Bertolucci did not win Best Actress.
I want to really say something.
My father, who I don't think ever missed one of my college productions.
Let's go inside and let's talk to the people who are here.
I knew Michael Douglas was going to win. I was right about everything.
I hope what it means is that I will be working with great actors and great directors. I hope that's what it means.
Makes you perhaps feel that the movie's aren't dead after all, eh?
Not at all.
Not at all, indeed.
Big night in Hollywood.
It was great. Monday night was hot.
Exactly what it should be. We're going to have